streaming. Ja, ik zou nu live moeten zijn.
Ik zie nu inderdaad dat het live is. Ik zie alleen nog geen beeld. Oh ja.
Ben ik nog steeds aan het leggen?
Ik ben even de brief aan het bekijken.
Nee, ik ga smooth.
Ja, je gaat smooth inderdaad.
Hey, alright, we fixed it.
Nice.
Finally. Okay, very nice.
Alright, nou dan komt het goed.
Alright, thanks.
Joejoe.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we are back. We fixed the lagging. I had some wrong settings. I'm sorry. But please let me know if you guys can finally hear and see me well, so we can just start streaming and I can listen to your demos. Nice. Okay. I'm going to start with demo number 1, and I'll wait like a couple more minutes to see if some more people show up. Yo, what's up, Armensky? How you doing? Fixed, nice. Finally. I'm sweating here trying to fix this stream. All right. Okay, I don't know if MOT and the homie Tony are here, but I'm going to listen to his demo first. So, yo, what's up, guys? Welcome.
It's Mr. Pistol Popper screaming fuck the copper. I just bought a crispy chopper, finna fuck your blocker. Even cracked the pavement, that's for niggas hating. Been patiently waiting, show these niggas Satan. Mr. Pistol Popper. Mr. Pistol Popper.
All right, dope. Good first song, I think. What I think is really good is that you have loads of cool elements, but what I'm missing is the main theme, and I'm probably going to say this quite a lot during this stream, because I think that's one of the most important things. If you want to stand out as a producer, especially when you make house or tech house, like everybody knows how to put down a good kick and a good bass and some groovy drums, but what can make you stand out is a good theme. And in this song you have many great ideas that could be a really nice theme. For example, this part.
It's Mr. Pistol.
You have the dup 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 dup, and you also have this sound that sounds like that Bell Mercy song. That can be cool, but then later on, I don't hear anything of that sound anymore, and I'm not sure. Oh yeah, you do bring back the dup 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 dup, but then if you have a cool sound like that, I would kind of bring that back more often. Another thing is if you have rap, please don't put long reverbs on rap. if you want to put a reverb on rap, put like a short reverb on it, because just doesn't work if you put a long reverb on rap vocals. So yeah. Let me see. Oh yeah, I'm missing some downlifters, some crashes, some impacts, like just some effects to make the transitions a bit smoother. So yeah, pick a main theme. Make sure that you don't put long reverbs on the rap vocals. Bring back certain elements and repeat them more often, and effects. I think that's some tips that I got for you. But overall, yeah, it's a very cool song. You have some cool ideas. I just think it needs some finishing touches and some arrangement stuff. Send a hug to us producers from Mozambique. Hug to the producers in Mozambique. Would love to visit that country one day. I saw some pictures. It looks beautiful. Okay, let me see. By the way, what's good, fam? Major Trouble. Yo, what's up? I'm curious, guys. Can you put in the chat what DAW you guys are using? I'm a big Logic Pro fan, but I'm also a certified Ableton trainer. And I used to produce in FL Studio, and I don't want to start a war in the chat, but I'm really curious to hear which DAWs you guys are using. All right, let me see. We're going to song number 2. And I think this is by Blackout. Logic Pro. Nice. There's some Logic users. I feel like Logic is slowly dying. Like all the new producers are using Ableton or FL Studio. But I used to go to this school, Herman Brood Academy, where Martin Garrix went to as well. And back in the days, we had to use Logic because it was kind of industry standard. But I think right now, yeah, you can just use whatever. It's all good. Blackout is correct. All right, let's have a listen to Fiesta M. Alright, okay, so yet again in this song, loads of elements that we can work with. There's some cool vocals in here. You have some very cool sounds as well. So there's elements that we can work with. But you need to have a listen to other songs, maybe put them in your DAW and check out the arrangement. Because right now your energy is like over here the whole time. And you need to make sure that sometimes the energy goes down with a breakdown, and then you have a build up and the energy comes back in. And right now it's just a little bit, it's the energy is just high all the time. So I would recommend to put like an existing song that you like, that's similar to this song, put it into your DAW and have a listen to where do they put the kick drum, where do they put the bass, when do they introduce the melodies. Another thing is, think about your audio levels, because right now the clap and the hi-hat are really loud, but it's not your main element. Your main element is probably the vocal or the synthesizer. But right now your kick and your clap are a little bit louder than your main element. So try to think about that. Let me see. Martin Garrix also used FL, right? All right, yeah, well, here's a funny story. When I was younger, I got a SoundCloud DM from Martin Garrix, and he asked me to work on some songs together. And he's actually the one that convinced me to go to that school. and he made all his school assignments in Logic. We all had to. Like we could use whatever DAW we wanted when we are in our own studios, but for the school assignments we had to use Logic Pro. So he was definitely using Logic Pro for the school assignments. Just yeah, whenever he was working on his own projects, he used FL Studio. All right, let me see. Guys, I'm also curious to hear which genres do you guys produce? Like, I know there's probably a lot of people that make tech house, but like the last song was, I don't know, more rave-ish, maybe a bit techno-ish. Okay, let's see. We have Job, probably it's Job. It's a Dutch name. Ride or Die.
These brothers, my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, never gotta roll with ice. Cold, these brothers, my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, never gotta roll with ice. Ride or die, ride or die, ride or die, ride or die. Ride or die, I keep boys by my side.
Damn, this is cool. This is sick. Like, I love the sound design, everything you do with the reverbs, with the. I love this part at the beginning.
Ride or die, I keep boys by my side.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. Let me think, because technically I don't have much to say. I'm also listening on headphones. I have some Head Type 20s over here in the studio. It's a little bit easier to hear more details on those than on these headphones. I'm just using the headphones that I usually give to the vocalist when when they need to record. So, but yeah, technically it's pretty good. Well, we talked about this in the last stream, but these vocal samples are very cool to use. But try to get creative with them, because this vocal sample, for example, has been used quite a lot. What you can do is maybe put this through an AI, get a different voice, maybe try something with the melody, or maybe chop it up a bit, repeat some words, stuff like that, just to keep it a bit more interesting and make it a bit more unique, because I know there's at least another 100 bass house songs out there right now with this vocal sample. So yeah, I would like to challenge you to get creative. Let me see.
Ride or die, I keep boys by my side.
The headphones you give to vocalists. Yeah, I got to be honest, my good headphones are in my backpack right now, because I literally came back from Greece yesterday and these headphones were still in the studio, so yeah, I just grabbed them. But yeah, another thing, maybe put a little white noise on the first count. I think that could work to give it a bit more energy. Oh no, there is already a little noise on top, but maybe a little bit longer. I don't know, I'm missing that CO2 effect. Yeah, other than that, cool. I like the breakbeat in the second breakdown. Yeah, I'm keeping this open. I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram story, but I did this the last stream and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to give away a free mastering to maybe my favorite or my two favorite songs. Sometimes I like 2 or 3 of them a lot. And I'm giving away some free mastering. So yeah, I'm keeping some songs open here in the tab, so at the end I can pick which one I like the most. But yeah, very cool song, man. I loved it. Let me see. Next one. Give Me Time by Maiki. Sounds like the name of my ex-girlfriend. So I already don't like this song now. I'm just kidding.
I need time, a little more time, like standing in line, like waiting in time. I need time, come rain or come shine, when life isn't kind, still need peace of mind. I need time, forever behind, little more time, takes love a thin line, it gets hard to climb. Please give me time, a little more time, like standing in line, like waiting in time. I need time, come rain or come shine, when life isn't kind, still need peace of mind. I need time, forever behind, that's so hard to find. Please stop and rewind. Please give me time, a little more time, takes love a thin line. Time, a little more time, like standing in line, like waiting in time. I need time, come rain or come shine, when life isn't kind, still need peace of mind. Please give me time, a little more time, like standing in line, like waiting in time. I need time, come rain or come shine, when life isn't kind, still need peace of mind. I need time, forever behind, that's so hard to find.
Very cool. Yeah, this is really nice. I saw some people saying very sexy vocals in the chat, but these vocals are great. I love them. I love the stabs that come in the second part of the drop. The arrangement is good, but I have some things. The kick drum is quite hard hitting, even though the song is not like a super hard hitting tech house song. It's more groovy, relaxed. So to me, this kick drum doesn't fit as well. But another thing, the bass line. So you guys probably notice that some bass notes sound louder than others. It has to do with the frequencies. For example, if you play a D sharp, it's very low, and that also low in volume. And then if you play like a B flat after, then all of a sudden it's super loud in volume. And you have that with this bass line as well, where some notes are hitting harder than others. And I would recommend to make sure that every note is hitting just as hard. That will help with the flow of the bass. But there's two ways you can do this. Well, maybe there's more. Maybe there's three. So R Bass by Waves, great plugin. Put it on a low frequency, and it will do some compression with some other stuff that will make sure the notes hit just as hard. Compression itself, you can do that, but I'm not the biggest fan of using a compressor when you don't know exactly what you're doing, because it introduces some other artifacts. Or the third option would be to print this into audio and then just by hand cutting all the notes out and adjusting the volume of the notes note by note. Okay, let me see who's in the chat. My guy Ilya Cherva is here. We just released a song on Municipal Recordings together. It's with a baile funk or funk proibidao. It's Portuguese rapper. The lyrics are very dirty, so if you're Portuguese, you need to check out the song, and maybe you can translate the vocals. But yeah, this is a great song. I feel like I've listened to some of your music before, but I like it. Yeah, just some small mixing details, I guess. I can Koen East is in the chat as well. Released some songs with him before. I'm curious, guys. Who here has what's up, Kriss? I play a lot of tracks. I play a lot of your tracks on my Twitch stream. Oh, that's cool, man. Awesome. Thanks for that. I'm curious, what kind of monitors or headphones do you guys use? As you can see, I have some Audio Technicas here, and my monitors are the Head Type 20s. It's basically Adams on steroids. Let me see. Next song is by, I'm going to try to pronounce this right, Monto. It sounds like a French name, but correct me if I'm wrong. All right, very cool idea. There's again great elements that we can work with. There's some cool sounds there. Nice rolling bass line right there. What I think with this song, there's a couple of things that need some work. Somebody here got a lot of feedback from Tech House Market. Yeah. All right, so I think the mixing needs some work. Like, start with the balance first. I can see it says not mastered, but here's the thing. When I used to do mixing and mastering for Sony, and oftentimes I got a song sent to me for mastering, and then I could, I don't know, do all the tricks in the book that I know, but I can never get a good master. Basically, in simple terms, when you have a shit mix, the shit mix will get louder in the master. So, not mastered. I have a lot of people that will tell me, yeah, my song's not mastered. And it's kind of a little excuse because the mix is not that good. But so I want to say, fix the mix first before you start mastering. That's really important. And mixing always starts with audio leveling. If you think about it, compression, what you're doing, you're leveling the audio. If you're doing equalizing, you're boosting or cutting frequencies, which again is audio levels. So it always starts with audio levels first. And I feel like that's where you can improve a little. Then again, the main theme. What is the main theme here? What can people remember this song by? So what I would suggest, work a bit on the mix. Try to level everything correctly. Make sure that the sub bass is not too loud, that your noises are not too loud, stuff like that. And then try to figure out what your main theme is and keep repeating that and put that on in front of the mix, if that makes sense. I see some people using PreSonus Eris 3.5. Let me see. PreSonus Eris 3.5. I've never heard of these monitors. Or maybe I did. Ah, yeah, I've seen this before. It's 3.5. Ah, yeah. It's like the smaller speakers. I think we used to have these in school back in the days. That's very cool. Sub 8. Yeah, I think you need a sub if they're this small. A lot of biodynamic users. I got a great tip for everybody who's using biodynamics, because biodynamics have really harsh high frequencies, and often when people produce with biodynamics, I get sent a song from them and it's lacking high end. And what I would suggest, here you can see a biodynamic, and as you can see, it has a big peak around 8,000 and 12,000 hertz, and so it's kind of harsh in the ear. I would suggest getting Sound ID reference if you're using a biodynamic headphone. Yeah, I think that's a great tool to have. They're kind of similar to the Pioneer DM40s. PreSonus great speakers for beginners. Man, maybe I need to get some PreSonus speakers just on the side here, since everybody's using them. All right, let me see. What is that peak? Holy, yeah. Well, that's biodynamics for you. It's people don't realize that it has a great biggest peak there. All right, let me see. We got Major Trouble. This is mixed on PreSonus 3.5 speakers, guys. So we're going to check how good the mix is right now. This sounds great. Yeah, this is really cool. Mix sounds pretty clean. I have some arrangement tips, I think, for maybe for the next song, because I can see you already had this song for a remix contest. But the volume of the breakdown is almost as loud, if not louder, than how do you say it? The drop. Sorry, guys. I just had a really long flight and a short sleep coming back from Greece. So if I'm a little bit fuzzy or something, that's why. But yeah. So volume of the breakdown is almost louder than the build up is almost louder than the drop. So I would try to next time do some automations, cut out some lows, stuff like that. Then you keep the low end in the song. The break as well. So over here, you still have all the low end in there. So maybe you can take away some of the low end, do a shorter pluckier bass, just to take away some of the energy. Because I almost felt like skipping to the next part because it just kept going a bit too much. I wanted a bigger change up in the breakdown. Yeah, that bear stuff was crazy in the pre-drop. It was kind of cool. I can imagine people at a festival doing drugs going all crazy when that happens. But yeah, no, it's a great song. Yeah, I like it. The mix is pretty clean. Ah, one more thing. You have a top kick that has a lot of mid-high frequencies. That's almost using the same frequencies as the clap. When that happens, what I usually like to do is taking away some attack from kick 2 and 4, where the clap is hitting as well, because otherwise you have the transients of the clap and the transients of the kick, and together it's too much attack and too much mid punch. Um, yeah, so maybe take away some attack of on kick number 2 and 4 whenever the clap is hitting. Okay, I got a question. Is there anyone in the chat who's struggling with creativity, writer's block? Because you said you produced this song in 10 hours in Ableton, and I did a study on writing, writer's block, and creativity and productivity. I got a cool story about it, but I'm just curious: are there people that have issues with that? Let me see. Yo, what's up, Ibrahim? Welcome. The bear noise was cool. Yeah, the bear noise was really cool. So yeah, is anyone struggling with creativity, productivity, and has writer's block? Let me know in the chat because I can fix that instantly. Okay, let me see. Oh, Madness. I think I remember your name from the last stream as well, if I'm correct. Yeah, Armensky, the best tip is to take a break. That's where I completely disagree. I did a study with some psychologists, I read some books, and everybody says listen to a different genre, go for a walk, take a break. That's not working because it has something to do with hormones. But first, let's see if anybody has troubles with it. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense to talk about it. Okay, cool song, cool idea, hard hitting. Love the energy. I can be quick and easy about this song. Reverb. There's too much reverb on everything. All right. Put the reverb on the bus. Take everything away below 500 hertz. Take everything away above 10,000 hertz. Lower the decay because the decay is overlapping. So you have that vocal chop going, and whenever the second chop is hitting, the decay of the reverb is still playing. So it adds up. So there's too much reverb on everything. Take away some energy in the breakdown. It's nice to have a song that keeps the energy, because when you play this as a DJ, it works really well. But it's also nice to have some sort of a breakdown. Yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. But it's a cool idea. It's cool. This will work live. Not sure if the theme is the strongest, but yeah, definitely a cool idea. Maybe it works different for everyone. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. Yeah, here's the thing. 80% of what everybody makes is shit. Whether you're a producer, a writer, somebody who paints, 80% of what you make is shit. And people just work on their shit ideas for months, and they never get to the good ideas, and your hormones will become really bad and tell you to not go into the studio. That's when you have writer's block. But the way to break that cycle is to, instead of working on one idea and trying to perfect it or turn it into something that it's not. Make 20 ideas in a month, and you can only work for 2 or 3 hours on one idea, and then at the end of the month you pick out the best 2 or 3 ideas, and you will notice that it's really easy to finish those because you're not fighting against one of those shit ideas that you make. You are working on 2 of the good ideas that you make. Where most people, they sit down and they think, oh, this song has to be it, and when that song is not it, they keep working on that song for a month. Where it's better just to say, okay, well, I've worked on this song for 2 or 3 hours, it's not it, put it in a folder, I'm working on the next song. Then you can make like 2 or 3 ideas a day, and then at the end of the month you have a crazy amount of ideas and you can just finish the good ones. Okay, let me keep going. We got Bramos, if I'm saying that right. The song is called Pleasure. I'm curious to see if these people are in the chat. So if I'm listening to your song and you're here, please let me know. Okay, again, cool idea, cool elements in here. The effects and the noises are too loud. It's just too much, and you have too much of a low cut on your main lead. I know it's good to take away bass frequencies when you don't need them, but what often happens is that people do too much of a low cut and they take away the body and the warmth of the synth, and the synth sounds empty. And then you try to put on more reverb to fill up the space. And it sounds like that is what happened. So put less of a low cut on the synths, and less reverb, and the noise effects, downlifters, uplifters, all those stuff, they need to be lower in volume. And yeah, I think that's how you improve this mix. Other than that, cool idea, like the vocal, like the synth, good groove in the bass. Yeah. All right. Again, guys, I'm keeping some of these songs open because they are songs that I think I like the most till now, and I'm just picking 1 or 2 winners to get a free mastering done by me. Obviously, if you want, you don't have to, but yeah, I'm just doing the giveaway. This track is not found. That's a shame. Colby Fisher, if you are here, please resend the link. Let me see, we got Quintex. And I already know him from the Tomorrowland Academy. If you guys don't know, I'm a teacher at the Tomorrowland Academy. And I think that's where we met. So let's have a listen. Yeah, Jack Mears, free master would be dope. Yeah, just if you send in a song, maybe I've already listened to it. I don't know, but if you send in your song and it's one of my favorites, then I'll give you a free mastering. Quintex, yes, we did. Yeah, we met on the Tomorrowland Academy. All right. very cool idea. You got loads of amazing elements. Again, with the vocal, I've heard this one before. Just put it through AI and you have a new voice on it. I think that's already yeah. I think that's already pretty cool to do. Okay, couple of things. Your kick drum could use a little bit more attack. Your clap can be a little bit louder. Okay, I can barely hear the clap. You need to think about what's your main element, because in the first breakdown, your vocal was lower than the crash. And I think your vocal is the main element and not the crash. So yeah, no, but other than that, it's a great idea. You have loads of cool things in here. Great percussion, great groove. So yeah, definitely just need some small tweaks, and then I think it's finished. Let me see. Also, just submitted for the fun. It's one of the construction kits of a new upcoming pack. Will be released next year. All right, guys, let me know in the chat. Are we listening to this new Tech House Market demo, or are we not listening to it? Colby said, "Yo, I sent a Google Drive instead." Okay, let me quickly check. Colby, yeah. All right, guys, I'm not skipping the rest of the songs. It's just that Colby's link, it was his turn, but it didn't work. So yeah, just checking his Google Drive link now. Don't listen to the Tech House Market song. I don't think the Google Drive is working for some reason. I don't know why. Let me see again. Yeah, I'll download. Obviously, when I download the song, it starts playing.
Ever since I was a chick, and I was a chick. Try to keep.
All right, I'm stopping this song for 1 second because I want to do some live feedback on what I'm hearing. You hear how loud the uplifter and downlifter is, and how harsh it is in the ear. Uplifters and downlifters are there not to be heard, but just to, in the background, kind of have some attention. But now they are louder than all the main elements. Keep that in mind. It's a thing that I hear in loads of songs.
Wanna come around, she wanna get hit. She thinks she gon' pay me like it by my side.
Google Drive is
When I'm
saying
up, I just learn I'm timers. I put my spinach on red. I pull that down off the head. Pockets so 22 clips. I wake up hard, I'ma go smoke. Put on a shirt, get put on a red. Feel like a stain, you ready to lit. I had it till that. What is this? I was a dick, no, I was a dick. She singing my song, she wanna die lit. Tryna hit hit, I take a if I was you, I would cut my wrist. So city on fire. When I'm coming home, fill up the sky. I feel like it's so free. That tune come with the beat. She be flipping up me. She wanna fuck with the team. She fell in love with the dream. She fell in love with the scene. Oh yeah, urban quiet, not a beat. Focus hard, PTSD, all the stress, let it be.
Yeah, I can see some people saying in the chat, track is dope. I don't like the vocals. I think I kind of agree, because you have like a really cool bass rhythm and some hard hitting stuff, but the it sounds like you boosted the high end on the vocals, and there's loads of delays and reverb on them. You probably got this vocal by using an AI to get the acapella. either take away some high frequencies from the vocal, try to take away the delays and the reverbs, and maybe put some soot on the high end, just to get rid of those harsh frequencies. Everything that you put underneath is very cool, but it's just the vocal it's yeah, it doesn't have the right groove or something to work with the beat that you made. Yeah, so just either pick another vocal or try to get this vocal to fit a little bit better with less delays, less reverb, and less high frequencies. It's just a little bit too harsh in the air right now, and it also makes it a bit chaotic. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say for this one. Let me see who's next. HWX Sunshine. I'm still waiting for you guys. Maybe can I put a poll in here? Let me see. Yes. All right, I just started a poll. If more people vote yes, we're listening to the new Tech House Market song.
You and me together, hand in hand forever, laughing through the days in our own simple ways. Sunshine on our faces, running through the places, whispers in the night, everything feels right.
Yes, this is really cool. This makes me happy. It's like summer vibes. Unfortunately, summer is over right now, but yeah, very cool. One thing I would recommend is putting all your drums in a buzz. Use a transient shaper and take away the sustain. And maybe I can show that in Logic because it's quite a cool trick. I have to be careful that I don't open any projects that are private, but let me see, MacBook Pro, okay. Yeah, I need to change my settings here. Let me show you what I mean. Audio, output. Okay. I hope you guys can hear this because I'm not 100% sure if you can. Let me see, top loop. Yeah, let's use this one. Okay, let's open the chat. Okay, so I have a drum loop right here. Please let me know if you guys can't hear this. But what I would do is lower the sustain. So these are the drums without anything, and then I'll lower the sustain whilst playing. So that's what I would do with your drums in this song. I think that would just be the finishing touch that it needs. Yeah, and I think the hi-hat could be a little bit louder just to keep the groove going a bit more. Yeah, that's it. Overall, this is super cool. It's fresh. It's something new. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping this one in the list for now. All right, let's keep going because I think we got quite a few that I have to go through, so can't talk too much. Let me see. Are we listening to the new Tech House Market Pack? Okay, there's There's somebody who voted no, but other than the rest has voted yes. So we're going to listen to the new Tech House Market stuff. Let me see. Like John Summit, nice.
I believe in soulmates, I believe in love, I believe in fairy tales and all of the above. I believe in ever after, I believe in fate, even when my own beliefs get thrown right in my face. Oh, I think I need some help. I'm getting overwhelmed. I want you and I can't help myself. Every step I take and every challenge that I face has got me running back to you. Got me running. Every step I take and every challenge that I face has got me running back to you. Got me running.
Woo. That's sexy. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. I love those John Summit stuff. Like sometimes I'm just playing somewhere and it's the end of the set, and I'm like, oh, I want to play something melodic, something euphoric. Yeah, this sounds cool. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat if you guys want this back. The keys that you play. Oh yeah, that was the last song. Should I put it in the bin or release it? Okay, we're doing another poll. Let me see. I need to end this one. Yep, we're doing a new one. Let me see. Okay. All right, bin it or win it. That's how I should have named this. Let me see. We got Ashagen, Ashagen. I don't know. The song is called Future. That's easier to pronounce.
Welcome. Welcome to the future.
Alright, cool. It's definitely creative. It has. I'm trying to find the right word. It's something fresh. You have cool sounds, like loads of glitches and stuff. So yeah, that's nice. I feel like you need a good sub with a little bit longer release than your main bass sound right now to drive the low end, because it's lacking a little bit there. Your drums have a very nice groove and they keep the song going right now, but I think it could be even better if you have a cool sub bass that's pumping a little louder. Another thing, there's this one piano sound in here. That din, din, din. it sounds a little bit like somebody who's, let's say you want to be president and you're doing a speech, and instead of talking with your chest open, you're like, good afternoon, you're like, good afternoon. It's like the little kid sitting in the corner of the room that wants to shout, but it's not. So either just make it a little bit harder, put some distortion on it or something, or take it away. But make a choice in that. I think, yeah. But other than that, it's cool. It's something fresh. It's, yeah. Let me see. Who else we got? I was somewhere. We got Wox. Papi. All right. Let's see what Wox got here. Super solid song, like mixing, cool, everything sounds great. I got a couple of things I want to challenge you. That sound that you have in the breakdown, it's a bit generic. The trumpets, obviously you can't change the trumpet. The trumpet has been like that for years, so a trumpet will be generic anyways. But you already have a trumpet which is a little generic, and then you also have this lead sound that's also used a lot. I would like to challenge you to find something that's a little bit more unique than that. And I'm pretty sure Tech House Market has great packs for that. But something that hasn't been used that often. Another thing, some percussion elements in the drop between the drums. And I'm missing some variation here. That part sounds a bit too much like the first part of the drop. Then, one more thing. Vocal is the main element, but the vocal is getting overpowered by the trumpet right here. So, yeah, I think you should make sure that the vocal is on top of the trumpet, which also will help you with letting this song stay interesting, because the trumpet is repeating a lot, and you can just put it in the background in this part because you already have the vocal. It doesn't need to be the main element. And that will keep the rest of the song more interesting because you haven't heard too much of the trumpet already in the build-up. Okay, yeah, so cool idea, but try to make it a little bit less generic. That's what I would like to say. Let's keep going. Armensky, are you still here in the stream, or did you already leave? Because you were here from the beginning, I think. Awesome. I love that vocal. I like how you slowly bring back the energy in the second breakdown instead of just taking away everything at once. That's great. I got a couple of things. I hope he's still here because he was here from the beginning, but I don't know if he's still here. But okay, here we go. Volume of the first break just as high as the drop. Trying to filter away some elements and lower the volume a bit in your first build up before the first drop. Then second drop, that's synth, same thing. It's probably the main element of the drop, but it's a little bit in the background. Try to bring it more forward, maybe add a little more high frequencies to it. And another thing that I personally don't like at all, it's the downlifter. That's taking away so much energy, where you can also just use a sustained noise that's not going down and then take that away after a while, which gives the song way more energy. It's something that I hear quite often, that people use downlifters, and it's just taking away the energy. But this probably is my favorite song till now. It's super unique. I love the groove in the drums and the bass. I like how you introduce that second breakdown. Also, that synth on the second drop is panned to the left a little bit. Maybe it's my headphones, but yeah, I would put that in the middle. But yeah, no, it's great. Really cool. Let me see. SNRS. Same thing here. It's again the downlifter. It's just taking away the energy. Okay, cool idea. You have a... Yo, what's up? We got Joe in the chat. If you guys don't know, I have a series called Kriss, Reeve in Fights, and the last guest has been Joe. I usually don't do it in the summer because it's just too hot, but yeah. All right, let's talk about the song. Cool idea. Love the break. Nice vocals. Again, a little bit too much reverb, too much delays on that vocal, and in the first break, it's not your main element. It sounds a bit too much in the background. Other than that, great breaks. For the drop, everything sounds a little bit oversaturated and overcompressed. You can hear it really clearly in the hi-hats that there's just too much saturation in there, and it's killing the transients, and the hi-hat is smeared out, and that's fucking with your groove a little bit. So yeah, it's either it's overcompressed or oversaturated. But I would do that a little bit less next time. And then in the reverbs and the delays, lower the volume a bit. Maybe put an EQ after to take away the lower and higher frequencies in there to make it sound a bit cleaner. Top kick is a really loud one. That's just a style choice. Personally, I would lower the top kick a little bit. Other than that, great idea, great song. Yeah, just overall a decent song. Let me continue. We already did Colby. Antonio Acuna. I'm curious, where is that name from? Like which country? Okay, let me see. We got Mers with Wanna Be My Lover. Oof, some higher tempo stuff.
Looking back on all the time we spent together, you oughta know by now that you wanna be my lover. Tell me more, you gotta be secure, or I'll make you mine, baby. La da da, la da da dee da 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 da. All the time we spent together, you lover. Looking back on all the time we spent together, you oughta know by now that you wanna be my lover.
Okay, super cool. Love it. Something fresh on the stream. Well, I can already see some people typing it in the chat. Vocal is too loud. All right, so vocal needs to be lower in volume. Again, here with the reverbs and the delays, you can clearly hear it in the plug in this second part. Guys, I'm going to show you how to do this in Logic, because I feel like this is going to help a lot of you guys. Let me search for a synth in Splice. That's quicker. Alright, we got this synth right here. Let's just make something with this. Wrong button. Okay, if we want to put a reverb on here, we can put it directly on the channel, like this. But we can also send it to a send return bus, like this. And then, if we have really hard clicks in our sound, we can take away those clicks by putting a transient designer in front. So now the sound gets sent to the send return channel without the hard clicks. And that will give us a nicer reverb. By the way, you guys love the rave lights. I'm going to do that more often when I like a song. Okay, so now the sound gets sent to the reverb without any hard attacks, which will give a nicer reverb sound. And what we can then do is, well, we have to put this on 100%. Put a equalizer behind it. Let's see, and then, well, this is the reverb. Wait, why is it not? I have to open up the send return. And we can take away the lower frequencies. Already sounds cleaner, and also the highs. Obviously the Valhalla here is a high cut, so. Alright, that makes it sound a bit cleaner. Now, one of the other things we can do is put the... For the next stream, we also need pyrotechnics in your room. I don't know if you guys saw this. There was this one guy who had pyros in his room, and he went super viral on TikTok. He was just jamming to songs in his bedroom and had the pyros. But I think the kid was maybe 14 years old. Okay, another trick that we can do is, as the sidechain input, we can put the sound. So every time the sound is playing, the reverb will get pushed down, and that will get a cleaner result as well. We have to adjust some of these attack release settings. Alright, so now it sounds like this. But without, it would just sound like this. You hear how much cleaner it is after the effects? Live dancers. Yeah, next time we'll just bring a whole club. We need confetti, pyros, we need strobes, lasers, everything. All right, let's see. Yeah, this was really cool. It just needed some mix stuff, especially with the reverb and the vocal. That's just too loud. But Jack Murs, you didn't disappoint at all. This song is really cool. We got my boy Chirva. Let's see.
Ain't nothing in this world that's stopping me. Ain't nothing in this world that's stopping me. My Rari outruns your Odyssey. I broke it off cause I'm not settling. I got a gift for the lip on a trip ketamine. Yeah, it's like that, I'm in the girl's mentions. Yeah, it's like that, she got good dimensions. I'm balling, they pay me attention. Going up, hydraulic suspension. Ain't nothing in this world that's stopping me. I'm balling, suspension. They pay me attention. Ain't nothing in this world that's stopping me. My Rari outruns your Odyssey.
All right, super cool. I think there could be a little bit more sub bass. Kick has a hard top kick, which I don't like as much. When you use a vocal sample and the vocal sample is the main element on the drop, I'm not the biggest fan of that because that means your whole idea is basically just the sample. So yeah, either just use the vocal in the breakdowns and try to come up with a cool synth for the drop. I think that could make this a bit better because you have a good bass for the song, like a nice yeah, that this was from Do It To It. Yeah, that's cool. I instantly recognize that as well. But yeah, you have some cool synths, a cool drive in the kick and bass and the drums. I would just find instead of using the vocal, yeah, just find a cool melody with a synth or something. I think that could improve it more. Otherwise, I'm curious. Does anyone want to see how you can easily turn this vocal into something new with AI? Because I can quickly show that if you guys want. Otherwise, I'm just going to continue with all the demos. We got Ruffy. Is this the guy that said he played my songs on his streams? Because then, yeah, I'm curious. Let me know. I wanted to say that I already like your song, but no, we need to be honest. Cool chords, chord steps. There is something that sounds a little bit off. Maybe it's the high string or something. It sounds a little bit off key. I just can't pinpoint what it is. But yeah, cool chord steps. Again, this is with the downlifter again. It's just taking away so much energy on the drum. Just use a sustained noise. Just, I don't know, just something like this, instead of one that goes down like that. I think that would just make it so much better. Let me see, Nexus 3 preset. Well, there's nothing wrong with using Nexus presets. I mean, Avicii, one of the biggest producers of all time, he used nothing but Nexus presets. Yeah, one of the chords kind of working in the progression. Yeah, it's difficult because it's laying chords. It's just playing a minor chord every time. But in a way, you kind of use notes that make a chord progression, and then that one higher note needs to be a major instead of a minor. Yeah, which makes it a little bit difficult. But yeah, other than that, I would take 8 bars away, like right here. This last part of the drop is nice, but this middle part, maybe you can remove that. It's just a little bit too long, and I feel like the song doesn't need it. Yeah, I think the mix could use some work, but it's let's call it jazz. Yeah, it's just fuck it. Whenever you do something crazy, let's call it jazz. I have a student right now, and he's making IDM, not EDM, but IDM. It's a genre with no rules. So whenever you're doing something crazy, just call it IDM. But yeah, you have a cool idea. Just not to use the downlifter. Maybe not too much reverb. Yeah, I think that's all I have for now. Let's see, guys. We got 2 more. Till the Lights Go Out by Honing. That means honey in Dutch. I need an intro right here, like some sort of introduction. Like, I can't just have the song start at, like on the one. I'ma rip this shit to my bone, till the roof comes up, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke is out, am I high? Okay, so over here, the melody of your synth is in a different key than the vocals. Even though it's rap-ish, there is a key in it. I'ma rip this shit to my bone, till the roof comes up, till the lights go out. Yeah, okay, you got a good instrumental. It's just the vocal is in the wrong key, so it's in a different key. You can pitch it up or down and get it in the right key. Let me see. Okay, so this first drop is really cool, but one of the synths is a bit generic. Maybe try to find something a bit fresher for that. Yeah, the drop is a totally different key from the break, and then the vocal is also in a different key. So, yeah, I think you should need to check out some tutorials on music theory, and you'll be fine. Your ideas are good. I think you got something here. Just needs to be in the right key, and that's it. All right, let me see. We got Kasi. Did I already listen to a song from him? I don't know. We're going to listen to this one. This is the last one, guys. Then I'm just going to pick the winners for the mastering. What's up, Alpha J? Tuning into the last song. I see you now. I have nothing to say on the arrangement, nothing to say on the mix. The only thing I can say is the vocal. I don't know if it's a sample or something. looks like you did an edit of I think it could use some variation. It's a little bit too much of the same. Yeah, that's all I got to say. It's great. It's like a really cool song. Alpha J, good evenings. You are late. I'm well late. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. Next time you can hopefully check in earlier. Yeah. All right. This is the last one. Now I need to pick which one I like the most. There was this. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. So Armensky, if you want a free master, send me a song that you want me to master. I'll send you a form that you can fill in, and you can send me a DM on Instagram because I loved your song. Let me see. Yop, if you are still in the chat, I also want to give you a free master because this song was sick. So yeah, again, send me a DM on Instagram and you got it. For all the other people, I like these songs a lot. I just have to pick some winners, but yeah, just don't worry. We'll do a stream again soon, and maybe you guys can win the free mastering. Thank you guys all for being in the chat, being in the stream. I love this. I liked it a lot. I like doing these streams with you guys. I love listening to your songs, and I'm always surprised with the quality and the talent here. We also listen to some new tech house market stuff. If you guys want, I can show you one new song of mine. I can show you a preview. Let me see. And it's already played by Fisher. Yeah, it's this one.
After party. If you a real OG, if you a real OG, you can ride with me. We go straight from the club to the after party. If you a real OG, you can ride with me. We go straight from the club to the.
All right, that's all I'm going to to show to you guys. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I hope to see you guys soon in another stream. All right, cheers.